Good morning, beautiful people. I'm back, right? Back in this beautiful yoga. I call it like my yoga euphoria post-class, where I get a little bit of clarity. The last week's been a rough week dealing with anger. I posted a couple videos about anger and how anger is really a boundary's been crossed internally with me, and I wasn't clear on what was true for me, and moving through that, or saying, I've done another video that, saying yes, but when it holds anger and resentment, it's really not nice at all. Being nice because you're doing it so that they think you're a good person, or being nice because you think it's gonna gain you something, without actually having sat down and talked to your inner world about your expectations about it. Meaning, you're going to give something or do something for someone else, you better know that you're giving with no expectation of anything in return. But if you do need something in return for it, you better have a very clear, concise conversation about it. Because being nice, but being angry and resentful about being nice, that's not nice at all. So you can go back and watch those. But the reason I had this big aha is I did my yoga class all about the solar plexus. I did some sound healing yesterday, and oh my gosh, my solar plexus is making me feel very nauseous. It's making me feel very scared and anxious, because I have some old anger and resentment that I feel like I've done a lot of work, done a lot of forgiveness. There's a book called Radical Forgiveness by Colin Tipping that I've worked through. I've gotten very clear on okay, what's true for me moving forward. This is true for me. And, I had the conversation. They know, here are the expectations. Some of that happened, some of it didn't. And so moving through all of that and kind of having a little time and space to be like, okay, here's the relationship that I love and adore, but it keeps making me feel like I'm always in the wrong. Like I have to earn to be chosen by this relationship. I have to fight, earn, improve, that I'm quote unquote better or worse than the other options, or that, I have to fight to be chosen. And I don't like that energy, because ultimately, after I did a lot of work this week, I was like, because that basically is me saying to the universe, well, love is limited and there's only so much love in this world, and that I have to fight, earn, improve to be chosen by love, or that there's only so much love to go around, so I better hoard it. I better try to get as much of it as I can and not share it with anyone, because I'm scared if I don't have it. Here's the funny part. Love is unlimited. Love is abundant. And I never had to earn it. I never had to prove it. I never had to be chosen by it. I am love. I am lovable. I am loving. Like, love moves to me and through me and from me and all of that. Right? It's just energy. But what's funny when it comes to anger and this relationship that I'm really, again, I love and adore this relationship, but then I'll hear someone will tell me something that this relationship said about me or did about me, or the other people's perceptions of this relationship. And it's not that I get mad at that relationship or the person involved in the relationship, but what I do is I take it on as my responsibility, and okay, I did everything wrong. I just have to run away from this because I'm so angry and upset that I don't feel like I'm chosen. I'm still angry and upset that I feel like I keep having to fight, earn, and prove. So, okay, I did everything wrong. Tell me what to do right, and then everything will be okay. And that's the sneaky thing about anger. Anger can make you feel like I'm working towards something. It can be motivation. Not inspiration, motivation. Motivation to stop feeling uncomfortable about doing nothing. Motivation to, okay, well then I'll fix this. But I just was in my yoga class speaking. My theme today was Ishvara Pranidhana, means surrender, means giving over and giving in, not giving up. But a big part of that, of Ishvara Pranidhana, is trust. And trust has two extremely important ingredients: presence and patience. Because trust is believing in something you can't quite see, smell, taste, or touch yet. But you just trust that it's either coming, it's on the way, or it's going to show up unexpectedly, some way, some form. Can I be present enough, though, even when I'm uncomfortable, and be like, okay, but I trust. I trust that. I trust my body. I don't need to fix my body. I don't need to do anything to feel love. I just have to trust and be patient. But if I keep exhaling, if I keep trying, you see, the breeze came for a reason. If I keep just, okay. If I let the moment unfold and go into allowing, knowing that the how is not up to me. The how is never up to me, never will be. It's just like a tree growing. It's not up to the gardener. The gardener can do everything it can. It can prune it, plant the seed, and it can say thank you to the universe when the water comes, and thank you to the sun when it comes, so that it grows and it ebbs and flows and loves all this highs and lows and roller coaster, and say thank you, thank you, thank you. But at the end of the day, the gardener has to have a moment of allowing and just say, but the tree's gonna grow how the tree's gonna grow. It's not up to me. I can still have the picture of the tree and know exactly how I want to feel when it blooms and grows, and how I want to feel when it's at its biggest, brightest, fullest expression. But it's ultimately not in my control, because the winter will come, fall will come, leaves will fall, it'll die, and then it will regrow again. But that's not up to the gardener. And this is the tough part about anger. Forgiveness, anger, love, all of it. The how isn't up to me. And that sucks. For someone who is type A like I am, I'm an athlete and an artist. You cannot take this athlete competitiveness out of me. Like I love that about me. I love to grow and evolve. I love to try and figure out something that I don't know and figure it out, not just for me and my body, but so that I can help someone else, not just do it themselves, but like give them questions and self-reflective ways to, okay, but then how does this work for you? What does that feel like to you? Because it's not going to feel like it does for me, but maybe it is. Maybe it doesn't. But what does that feel like for you? And so when I think about this anger and all this forgiveness I've done, and I'm feeling like, okay, I'm finally going to get it. I'm finally got it. And I'm not going to feel these moments of these lows of like, oh my God, I feel like I'm right back into it. Like now I have to run away from this relationship. I have to run and hide. And I can't be in love because they didn't choose me. Because it was all a lie. It was all a game. I meant nothing. And again, these are all thoughts. I own these thoughts. I'm the only one that can make me think these thoughts, by the way. But I'm also the only one who, once I own them and accept them, I can change them. And so when we go back to Ishvara Pranidhana, it's not up to me in this relationship to know how it's going to unfold. I just have to allow. I have to allow the fact that I'm very uncomfortable in this relationship right now. It's one that I love and adore, but right now, I do feel like I gave away all my power. I gave away all my vulnerability. I said exactly what I wanted. And I'm not sure that they can give that back. I also might have made a lot of mistakes along the way. And the things that people are saying about it, about the relationship, or trying to give me advice when I'm getting angry that they're giving me advice because I didn't ask for it. When it's resonating in me, this place where I want to crumble and I feel brokenhearted and I want to just break down and say, you're right, I messed it all up. I was just being a stupid, silly girl, thinking that I meant more than what I did. Gosh, that sucks. It's in those moments to say, oh, okay, I'm just going to allow this. My body is not right or wrong, just like Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender. I'm going to give over and give in. So I went on a really uncomfortable walk yesterday after sound healing, and all I thought about was, gosh, I'm really sad. I was that stupid, silly girl again, thinking I meant more than what I did. This really sucks. Body, what do you really want right now? And it didn't come. So I kept walking. I'm like, and I would go back through, I would sadly rehearse some of the things that I said in that relationship, some of the things that other people said, and be like, trying to justify it, work it out, and then I'd go back to, but what do I really want? I'm like, I just want to feel like someone cares. I just want to feel comfort. I want to feel like I was chosen, that, hey, I messed things up. I didn't do everything how it should be or whatever, but gosh, could someone just hold me right now? Like, God damn, I work really hard. I try so hard. I think about other people. I try to be very empathetic. Could someone just do that for me right now? And I felt really uncomfortable. I had to teach yoga class, which I felt was my worst yoga class because I was spastastic and all over the place because, again, I just felt something's off. Like, I gave away all my power. I was a stupid, silly girl and told people what I wanted. I was very clear about it, and it didn't happen. And or they're just incapable of giving it, or whatever. Or maybe it just was the wrong timing, right? When people say you ask the universe and you let go of how it comes to pass, it could be no, it could be not yet, it could be yes. But even a no is good information, because then I know, okay, then this elicited me this thing where, okay, I was still attached, I was still doing things that weren't nice, because I was doing it thinking they would choose me, thinking that I mattered. And here's the deal. It is really uncomfortable. It really sucks, this allowing piece. But when I'm in yoga and I talk about Ishvara Pranidhana, and it's not about giving up, it's about giving over and giving in. It's about allowing. It's about every time you want to brace, you unclench your jaw and you breathe. It's about every time you do want to say that mean-spirited, evil thing, you think, but you know what? I'm doing the best I can. I bet they're trying to do the best they can. Doesn't mean this relationship's going to last. It doesn't mean that this relationship is no longer resonating with me. All it means is I just have to allow. That's it. Breathe, inhale, say thank you, and let it go. Presence and patience. I don't know where this anger is going to go in this relationship. I don't know if this relationship will survive. I am extremely uncomfortable about that. So I want to be clear. I don't think Ishvara Pranidhana is quote unquote easy. When people are like, oh, you just give over and give in, feel the heartbeat underneath your chest. Yes, I say all of those things in yoga and I believe it. It doesn't mean that allowing isn't going to bring up emotions, thoughts, patterns, beliefs that are uncomfortable, because when you truly decide that, you know what, this relationship is teaching me what I really want in this world, and what do I really want? I want to be chosen clearly and consistently, without having to earn or prove that I deserve to be chosen. Damn, that's new for me. It's uncomfortable. It's scary, because I know how to go back and use anger as motivation of, okay, well, I'll just compete against that person and I'll win. Thing is, you see how I'm tapping my foot, because, I was rolling my feet out, but see how I'm tapping, and I'm like a crack addict right now, because I'm like, no. This is not about me versus anyone else. This is me getting clear on what boundaries I'm letting other people take advantage of, what boundaries I'm not clear about, that I need to get more clarity around, so that whether this person chooses me or not doesn't matter, because I chose me clearly. I've already decided that I am love. And unconditional love is super scary, especially for me. Sorry, the wind is blowing now, and now my hair's all wild. And my arm's starting to hurt, so I have to switch arms. But my point is, this is where the rubber meets the road, for me anyway, with anger. You're going to do all your work. You're going to figure out, okay, anger is just a boundary's been crossed internally with me. I might write all my letters, never send them to the people, by the way. Do all the work that I need to. I'll heal things. I'll do the energy work. I'll do the sound healing. I'll dot the I's, cross the T's. Got it. Nailed it. But I'll still go on a walk and be like, okay, I knew what was crossed. I had the conversation. I set up the right expectations. I made sure that this is what I wanted. I was very clear about that. And I feel like the universe is bringing this up, because this is the last layer of it. Sometimes you're going to ask for things and it's a no. It's a not yet. It's a yes. But regardless of what those answers are, the whole point of this is you have to find a way to step back and just allow. Even in the deepest, darkest, grossest, most uncomfortable moments, like my walk yesterday. I remember being like, I feel like a crack addict. I feel like I want to go and do something about this. Like, I need to go and fix this. And it's like, no, because what do I say about yoga, Ishvara Pranidhana? Trust, surrender, patience, presence, give over, give in. So I was like, F it. Let's give into this thing. I'm going to feel unchosen. I'm going to feel like it's really uncomfortable to do nothing. And it sucks. So when I'm asking you to move through this anger. Don't think I'm asking you to do it, and I don't think that it can feel like it's even harder than going back to anger and fighting and proving and earning and fixing and judging. Because trust me, I know how seductive anger is, and oh gosh, it's so easy, right? It's just like that one cookie. It's just one cookie. It can work out tomorrow, it's fine. But when that one cookie leads to the whole batch of cookies, that's when it's a problem. And that's with me in anger. If I allow myself to try to fix me, try to do something, and not trust and allow, not be patient and present, then I'm letting the universe know that I didn't really mean it. And they'll bring this back up, because the universe is smarter than me, and it will find a way. It's just like nature. It will find a way to bring a storm for me to figure out where my rainbow is. Like, it just will. It's too smart. It's way too smart. So this part of anger, when you're in the allowing, that you know you've done all the work you need to, but now you've gotten into the root of your core negative belief, or your core, I don't even want to say negative belief, just a wounded place that you had in your mind, body, and spirit, because it allowed you to get a lot of places in this life, and you're actually extremely grateful for it. I'm extremely grateful for my anger. It helped me optimize what was true for me, without a doubt. It has helped me optimize my boundaries. It has helped me just grow and learn about myself in such a deeply layered way that I will always say that anger is the most impactful emotion if you're really willing to dive into it, unbox it, go into all the layers and learn about yourself. It really will. It will teach you so much about yourself in a very healthy way. But you do have to sign up for the uncomfortableness of it all. You have to sign up for okay, this is what I used to do. I used to go and fight and prove and earn and fix. But I don't want that anymore. And I'm going to be in this awkward space of not doing anything, of going on a walk, and still being uncomfortable, feeling like I'm going to throw up, and rerunning all the thoughts, patterns of everything that previously happened, all the things that other people think about me, and fight it in my head and say, well, they don't understand me, and da-da-da-da-da. And then get to a point and be like, okay, but what do I want, body? I just want some comfort. I just want to know that I'm loved. And you get to this point where you get this question. I got this from Dr. Michael Beckwith of Agape Church. He said, if this situation were to last forever, what would I have to become? What would have to rise up within me in order to make this situation okay, if the situation ever changed? It's a great question, because that's where I got yesterday, and I'm like, I still don't know. I don't know what I would have to become. You know what I'd have to become? And I came up with Ishvara Pranidhana today. I'd have to become someone that loved herself so much that no matter what was going on in the outside world, no matter the relationship, she always chose herself. That she always thought, you know what? I am already loved. This is true for me. Scary because I don't know how that's going to impact the other person, because I can never control that. That's the other thing with anger. You can't ever control it, how something will be received by someone else. That's not up to you. Again, let go of the how. You're the gardener. You plant the seed. It's not up to you how that seed feels about being planted, unfortunately. You can help grow it, nurture it, support it, do all you can, but not up to you how that seed feels about growing in that place and space, right? That's something bigger than us. And so when I was in yoga, and why I really came up here again, was when you get to that place with anger and it's really uncomfortable, all I could think about when I was rolling out my feet out here was, okay, can I show up in this relationship even though I feel hurt, even though I feel unheard, even though I feel like I need to fight, earn, and prove to be chosen? Can I just show up with no expectation, no obligation, and just be in love? Not for them, not to be chosen, not to show that I'm a better person than the other people they're choosing over me. No, just what do I want to say about me? What do I want to rise up within me right now in this very uncomfortable situation, in this relationship that I love and adore, but I'm scared that it might not last. I'm also scared that maybe they have been manipulating me the whole time and I just didn't realize it. Maybe I've been doing the same to them. I don't know. But the point is, anger, if you really work through it and you find this internal boundary that you've crossed, And now you're like, okay, this is actually what's true for me. And then you go and you speak it and you ask for it and you're like, okay, it's very clear. Your subconscious thoughts, patterns, beliefs that pull you down, like I did last week, the things that keep you stuck, that keep you moving away from your balloon, you'll get to a point where you're like, okay, can I really let go? And I really can. I just want to honor and acknowledge the fact that you're going to feel very uncomfortable letting go. Maybe you won't. This is just me and my process with it, and that's the whole point of all these videos, is my process is F&A. This is really hard. It's hard to let go. It's hard for me to trust that, you know what, it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Is it? Ishvara Pranidhana, trust, patience, allow. Is it? I don't know. Body, what do you think? Well, we're really uncomfortable right now. But I choose love instead of this. I choose evolving over this. I choose me. And so I don't know how it's going to go. But again, that's not up to me. What's up to me is, can I just show up in love? Can I be the energy that I want to be? Even when it's uncomfortable, even when I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. How is it up to me? It's just the intention. That's all I'm in charge of. The presence and the patience to let it unfold however it's meant to, because my intention is that I choose me. I love me. Can I just show up in love with no expectation and no obligation that this person will do anything, that this person will choose anything, that nothing. This is about me and my inner boundaries. What do I want? What do I desire? I desire to be chosen. I desire to not feel like love has to be earned. I desire to feel that love is unlimited. Okay, so show up in that energy. That's the work. And it's uncomfortable. You might throw up. Who knows? I might throw up. We'll see. But even though this is uncomfortable, I choose this over the anger and resentment that I had for years of never getting what I want. Because at least with this one, now I'm getting more and more clear what's true for me, so that no matter the obligation, the expectation, right? When I drop those, now it's like, okay, but I'm doing what's true for me. There still might be some pain. There still might be some joy. There still might be some surprises. There might be some delights. But at least if I'm open to that, because no expectation, no obligation, I let it unfold, I allow. Now at least there's a chance or a possibility for that, versus the anger and resentment just going to get me to where I was before, not doing what I actually was true for me, not doing what I really wanted. I was just fighting, earning, proving, getting stuck over here and distracted away from what do I really desire. We all really desire love at the end of the day. We can say it's acceptance, we can say it's to be heard, to be understood, because I said all those things too, but it's because I want to feel loved. Thing is, love is abundant. You don't have to earn love. Love is already choosing you. It's choosing me. I just have to make very disciplined, conscious choices to receive, to allow, to, instead of brace, breathe. Instead of clench, release. Blessings on the journey to everyone. I'll let you know how it goes.